nice child's pose. So knees nice and wide on the mat, big toes together in the back. We're just gonna reach forward and bring the head down. And we'll take a few breaths here to start our practice. Letting the weight be heavy in the hips. Coming into that big breath. Maybe giving a little third eye rub on the forehead. And sealing those lips and creating a little inner heat with our breath in and out through the nose. Take that big inhale, bring the knees under the hips, reach the hands forward, and let's open that chest. You can bend the arms as needed to support, or if you can have straight arms, keeping those hips high, little puppy pose. Nice. If you have a block, you can have the block or a pillow right at the head to support. And take that big inhale up, walk the hands in, and we're just going to thread the needle for a nice little shoulder stretch. So palm faces the sky. Doesn't matter which side first, and slowly come down. If the ear can come down to the mat, great. If not, find someplace in between that's comfortable. Use your block and your pillow. And big inhale up and exhale, switch sides. Slide the other hand under, palm faces the sky. Very supportive. And big inhale up, coming down that center line again, but knees are going to stay under hips. And we're going to round over those legs, letting the head come down if possible. Lengthening that back side from tailbone to the top of the head. Take that big inhale up into tabletop for a little cat-cow. Little movement into the spine. Wrists, elbows, shoulders in a line. Knees over hips, and drop the belly for that big inhale, letting the chest shine through. And exhale into our Halloween cat, rounding through the back, pushing the mat away. And big inhale, opening, letting the chest shine through. And exhale, rounding. Feel more here at your pace. Inhale and exhale, nice slow breaths into our cat-cow. Let that breath be your guide. Really rounding and pushing, tucking the tailbone, and finding that nice sway back. Coming back to a nice neutral position, holding there for a moment. You can either step the feet back to plank, or you can just move the knees back a bit, or you can come into your tabletop. And we're going to lower down slowly, coming all the way down to the mat. Unfurl the toes and cobra, a little lift. Engaging in the back, squeezing the midline leg to support and those glutes. And exhale, down dog. So we're going to tuck the toes, we're going to push up, and we're going to send those hips high. Bend the knees as much as you need to have a nice flat back from the top of the head to the tailbone. And then as we become longer on the back side, we can start to straighten those legs. Walk it out. It's your first round here. Let the hips drop. Get into the back of those legs a bit. And take that inhale and gaze, walk the feet to the front of the mat and take a moment there in forward fold. Again, knees bending as much as you need to be comfortable. A little ragdoll, clasping opposite elbows, and a little sway to each side, keeping the sway in the top half, rounding down through the feet. Find some stillness in the center, release the hands and roll up one vertebra at a time, letting the head be heavy, fingers be heavy. Last thing to rise, coming up and then bringing the hands overhead for full Tadasana, palms face each other. Breath there as we stand. Exhale, release the shoulders down and back. We're going to add a little side bend, so ground down through that right foot and bend to the left, keeping long in that left side so as to not collapse. A really nice stretch into the side body, pushing down through that outer edge of the foot. And inhale the center, exhale other side, keeping activity through the hands. I know you can't see mine, but as if you were to like have a block. Nice activity through the hands, long arms. And inhale back to center. Again, gentle side bend other direction. And we'll do one more on each side. Inhale up and exhale over. Big inhale back to center, let the hands come down center line, back into that forward fold, and inhale, halfway lift. So the fingertips could be to the floor, they could be to the shin, they could be at the thighs. Nice flat back from the top of the head to the tailbone. Decreasing the angle here, so maybe we can increase that angle on the back of the legs, maybe not. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees as much as you need. Hop or step it back, knees or toes. Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. It could either be cobra or full up dog if that's in your practice. And exhale, down dog. We're gonna move through that first sequence right there. One breath, one movement, just to create a nice little heat. Go where you may, we'll always meet in down dog. Big inhale, set the gaze forward. Exhale, little hopper step to the top of the mat. All the way, inhale, forward, up to the top. Hands activity, side bend, exhale. Inhale, center. Length. Exhale. One more each side, inhale, lift, exhale, inhale, lift. Again, with your breath, try and make them long, try and let the breath guide, and dive it down the center, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, chest lifts. And exhale, hop or step it back, knees or toes. Exhale all the way down, elbows stay close. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, down dog. Bringing the knees down, keeping the toes down, and sitting back for a nice little toe stretch. Stretching into the top of the feet, keeping the toes down to the ground this way, and sitting as much weight as you want back on them. Just stretching to the feet, opening the bottom of those feet. Take a big inhale, come forward, and exhale, booty high, down dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, roll up. Back to our sequence. Exhale, side bend. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Finding length on that exhale. inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to center and come down that midline. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hop or step it back. Knees or toes. Inhale, lift. And exhale, down. Again, bringing the knees down and opening into those toes. This time, if you wanted to sit all the way back and have all of the body weight to the top of those toes, that is an option. I should take it to the back of the feet. Taking a moment there. And then one more time through that sequence, coming forward. Inhale, exhale into that down dog. Take the gaze forward on the inhale. Exhale up to the top of the mat. Inhale to rise. A little warmer now. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. And one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, dive it all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold this time, holding there for a moment. And then taking that right foot back to a long lunge first, before we hit that down dog. So a nice long lunge, letting those hips drop, putting that foot back. And then exhale, down dog. Inhale, roll through. Lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down. Take that right foot to lunge, so step it between the feet. Long lunge again. Rotate that back heel down, and we're gonna rise into our sun warrior, reaching back. So the front knee is gonna stack over front ankle. Back knife edge of the foot pushing in. Open to the side bend of the room. Reaching back. Coming back to that breath. Big inhale into warrior two. So standard warrior two. Maybe you lengthen that a bit. Shoulders down, beautiful big front knee bend, so nice 90-degree bend, sinking into those legs. Let's reach those back fingertips over that front knee, extended warrior. You can have a lot of support here on that front leg if you want, on that bent knee, or you can straighten that arm into that chest stretch a bit, opening to the side. Breathe. Big inhale, reverse your warrior again. Reach, open up that front body. And big inhale, windmill the arms flat, straighten that front leg ever so gently for pyramid pose. So basically straight front leg, and we're going to reach over, keeping the shoulders in line, big stretch of the back of that front foot. Nothing changed with that back leg, toe is still open to the wall. You could look up or down, whatever is comfortable. You can find support at the shin or the thigh, just don't push opposite way on that knee. Keeping the hips and the shoulders open to one side. Coming back to that breath. Maybe on our exhale, we're able to release a little bit more to the ground. And big inhale, bring the chest up. As you bring the chest up, windmill that back arm around into a long lunge. So that front knee again bends to 90. And now we are squaring everything to the front of our mat. Big long lunge, back heel nice and high. Reach those hands back for a chest stretch. And open. If not, reaching back. Maybe if you have a strap, maybe it's clasping opposite elbows or reverse namaste. And exhale, bring that back knee down. Release the hands, release that back toe. Take this front foot out to the edge of the mat. Slight turn the toes out so that shoulders and hands can come to the inside of the leg for a nice long runner's lunge. Hips have sort of this forward movement, right? So we're not necessarily balancing on the back, top of the back knee. And we're nice and heavy with that hip driving towards the floor. Coming back to our breath here. And adding a little twist, bringing that left hand in under the shoulder and just a little gentle twist towards the knee if it feels good. Bring that chest back around and exhale, sending the hips back. You probably have to bring the foot in even with the hips as we head out the edge of the mat. And a little half split. So wherever you are, into the back of that leg we go again. You can let the foot come up as you may. You can bend the knee as you need. Sitting back into the hips. Maybe if the hips come all the way down, that's great. You can start to bend over that leg. But no matter where you are, nice and supportive. Gentle into that back side. And again, walking the hands forward, and this time taking the foot again to the outside edge of the mat. Maybe seeing if we can let those hips drop a bit further. Just for a breath or two there. Engage that back foot, find that back toe, pull that back leg up or on the knee and shoot that foot back for a little plank. Could be on the knees here, could be fully supported. And exhale down. Inhale up, protect, and exhale down dog. We do it all on the other side. Coming into our down dog for a moment. Big inhale, set that gaze forward. Exhale to the top of the mat we go. Step, try and make that as quiet as we can. Inhaling all the way up. And exhale that side bend. Big release as we bend over. Inhale up. Exhale. One more time each side. Inhale up. And exhale. Big inhale to the top. And release. All the way. And exhale, dive it down, pulling the belly in, rounding through the back. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. And exhale, forward fold again, letting the crown of the head come down. This time taking that left foot back, big long lunge. Holding there, dropping into the hips. Getting ready for our lunges later. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, roll through, knees or toes, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Exhale, down. Big inhale up. And exhale, down. Taking that left foot in between the hand again, see if you can quietly place it all the way up there for that nice long lunge. And inhale, rotate that back foot open. Sun warrior, reach all the way back. This is where we began. Opening to the one side, big front knee bend, back knife edge of the foot, really pushing in. And inhale into warrior two, squaring the shoulders, finding the length through the fingertips, maybe a little depth in those legs. Coming back to our breath. And inhale, extend over that front knee, chest open, long from this top hand all the way to that back foot. Sinking into the hips. And inhale, reverse again. Keeping that bottom half the same. Reaching, opening that top half. Sun warrior. And this time circling that back arm. Oh no, we did pyramid first. Ah, that's right. Straighten that front leg. Windmill those hands around. And nice pyramid pose. Watch that front knee, ever so slight protective bend. Basically straight. Just not locked out. And of course it could be on the ground. Shin, thigh. As long as we're staying open across the front. Hip is staying open, it's not curling towards the ground. Finding that point for you today. Find support in that back leg. Breathe. Take that inhale and that back hand, bend that front knee, swoop it around into our lunge. Find that big front knee bend, find that supportive foot, push through all 4 points. And exhale, release, bend the back knee, take that front foot out to the edge of the mat so that you have room for everything to come in, and then drop the hips forward. So back leg is long. Coming back to our breath, plenty of room to expand that chest on the inhale, expand the belly. And exhale. And take that inhale, walk the hands, very supportive. You'll probably need to bring the foot even with the hips so it feels nice and even in those half splits. And stretch into the back of that leg, side two. And big inhale forward again, take the foot out for a little space. And exhale, hips heavy into that lunge again. If you can come down on the forearms, go for it. My hips do not allow me to do that evenly. If you can come down evenly on the arms, please feel free, or flat. You do you guys. And exhale one more time into that little half split. Coming back. And big inhale all the way forward. Either activate that back foot or stay on that back knee and plank pose. Ooh, let's hold that plank for just a moment here or in tabletop, your choice. No matter where it is though, pulling the belly in, pushing that mat away. Even here, nice wide fingers. You are long and strong from the top of the head to the tailbone. Breathe. Gotta love a good plank, right? A little core work here. And exhale, lower all the way to the mat. Take your time getting there. Everything hits the mat at once. Onto a little cobra and locust pose. So engaging between the legs. Top of the feet are down. Feet are going to stay pushed down. We're going to engage the core and the mid-thigh. We're going to slide those hands, right fingertips right to the shoulders. Neutral neck, looking at the ground. And on a big inhale, lift that top half for a little baby cobra. Breathing. I know we're on our belly, so sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to breathe. Don't forget about that. Pulling the shoulders back and down, long neck on the top. And exhale, release one ear down to the mat and palms up. Take that inhale back to center. We're going to repeat that again. Sliding everything back, shining through the back of the heart. Neutral neck, big inhale, lift. Do not forget to breathe, drawing those elbows back. And exhale, release other ear to the mat, palms up. And big inhale, bring the neck back to center. You can either repeat that cobra, or if you'd like to join for locust, you can clasp the hands behind or reach back. Okay, palms are going to face each other if you're reaching back, or if you have a strap. So we're going to lift the top half first. If you're doing cobra, just stay with your lift as we move through the two ends. Big inhale, everybody lifts their top half. No matter where you are, even if you're here, activity through the hands to keep that chest open. And big inhale, lift the legs. Squeeze between the legs to make that one solid unit for our full locust. Otherwise, enjoy that cobra. And exhale, release everything down to the mat. Nice little back body action. Take that big inhale. Take those hands, tuck the toes, and push straight up. Oh, nice push up. Knees or toes. And down dog. Whew. Long in that back body. Push the mat away. Walking the hands to meet the feet or vice versa. Top of the mat, center of the mat, wherever you may be. And rolling up one vertebrae at a time, bringing the hands with you. And then exhale, heart center. Sliding everything down and back. We're going to work on a little balance. So I'll go ahead and face you guys, just so it's easier to see. You can take up whatever space on your mat you'd like. Tree pose. So we're going to find that weight on that left side, soft supported leg, opening that right knee. Toe can be down to the ground. Nice contact between the bottom of the foot and the ankle. So this is your balance. This is your balance. Otherwise, you can take it up to the calf or all the way up to the thigh, avoiding the knee. You obviously don't want to push that way on the knee. So all the way up or slightly below, and then just bring the hands to heart center and breathe. Keeping that hip nice and open, making the adjustments from the ankle and the foot. Inhale, reach the hands high, grow your branches, finding length through the side body. And let's bend our tree over a bit. Lean away from that knee. Oh, little weeping willow. And big inhale back to center. Exhale the hands and the foot to the ground. Let's switch sides. Little roll off, right? Find that weight on the other side. Nice and supportive. Knee open first. So notice I did knee open and that hip went out to the side. Try and keep a nice, stable, standing tree. And then grow that foot as you may. Bringing the hands to heart center. Right? Balance is all about falling out and coming back into it, right? Come back to that breath. Big inhale, let's grow. And exhale, let's sweep to the side, away from the knee. And inhale back to center and exhale everything down. Nice. We'll roll out. Maybe come up on the toes a bit. We'll get into some bottom half work with just a quick bit of divers. So feet can either be completely touching or under hip distance. We're going to inhale for a little heel lift. So turn to the side. It doesn't help that I'm wearing purple stuff with black mats. But little heel lift. Whatever that means for you. Could be all the way up. Could be a little heel lift. Divers pose, palms face, lift those heels, engage through that mid leg. So notice if you have a tendency to dump out to the sides or inwards, right? Pushing evenly through all toes. They may not all touch the ground. And exhale, tip from that hip, like you're looking over the edge of that diving board or of that where you're about to jump off of. Big engagement of the back of the legs. Pull the core in. The other way to do this would be flat on the feet as we reach forward, chest leading that motion. And then if you want, you can start to find maybe just a little lift. Working into the feet muscles. Beautiful. And exhale, sit into that intense pose. A little bit of leg work. Again, feet could be completely touching, legs touching, or feet under the hips, whatever is most stable for you. Pulling the belly in, bending those knees. Reach back for that chest stretch, either the hands just face each other or clasp behind. Pulling the belly in, digging into those legs. Inhale, release the hands, reach forward, long in the hands, and let's sink a little further, just for a little more leg work for a moment. Nice and flat. And exhale, forward fold. Big release. Again, as much and even as you need to be comfortable. Taking a breath there, letting the head hang. A little triangle pose, lift halfway, could be here. Stepping, simply sliding that right leg back. So feet, hips, shoulders, all facing one direction. Nothing is open this time. Ever so slight bend in the front and back as you need it. The distance between your feet is going to be up to you, and how far or short it is going to depend on this back being nice and flat. We want to keep the hips nice and flat here. So let me show you what not flat looks like. Dumps into one side, right? Nice and flat across that back side. Facing this way. Nice and flat back here. That's what we're going for. So this depends on you. Big big stretch of the back of both legs. If the head can come all the way down, feel free. Switching sides, very gently bending that front knee to take the back foot in. Take that forward fold for a moment, maybe a little knee shake, and then switch sides. Slide that other foot back, adjust the hips, flat back, shoulders, chest facing the ground. And inhale, slide that foot back forward, heel toe the feet out to the edge of the mat or as much room as you need to drop the hips down for Malasana. Slight turn the toes out, heels will turn in a bit. We stop wherever those heels start to lift. So if it ends up being a sumo squat, is what they like to call this, then it's more here. If you can come all the way down with the pelvis without the heels lifting, a nice flat foot. Feel free. Little Hindi squat. Chest lifted, maybe letting the eyes close for a moment here, letting the pelvis be heavy into the hips. Maybe a little sway feels nice. And release the hands. Big inhale, adjust the heels for a mid-stance forward fold. So a little bit different. Feet are at the edge of the mat. Not quite wide, not quite narrow. Reach that left hand to the right foot and add a bit of a twist. Open to one side. Exhale that hand down, switch sides, take the other hand across, and just a little nice twist. And exhale that hand down, coming back to center for just a moment. And a little lift just before we come down to seated. Tuck one of those feet behind you and come on down to the ground. Check the time here. Perfect. Let's do a few twists, some seated work. So coming onto our mats, moving everything out of the way, sitting up nice and tall. We're just going to bring one foot in on the same side of the body. So not crossing. It's anywhere from that foot all the way up to as close as it can get. What we don't want though is this hunching to grab the knee. So the moment we round, we need to back that foot off. So we can sit up nice and tall in both directions, reaching the hands up. And then we're going to twist towards the knee. So a little twist with that midline. Hand comes back, a little hug of that knee. So we should still be able to sit up nice and tall. If you were to extend that back arm, you would still be able to engage the core as opposed to being rounded in that back. Big inhale back to center, and then taking that same foot, crossing it over the leg this time. So over, again, your choice how close or far away it is from the body. Both of the sit bones still need to be on the ground. We're going to twist towards that knee again. So Hugging it in tight, and a little twist towards that knee. Bigger stretch up and around the glute. Low back hamstring, depending on how tight you are. Take that inhale back to center, and let's open our twist. Grab with the other side, and inhale, lift that chest, and open into the twist on the other side. Big inhale back to center, and let's switch sides. Let that leg come long. Readjust the hips as needed. Bring the one foot on the same side to begin. Keeping everything on the same side. One leg may be totally different than the other. One you might be able to get all the way up, sit up nice and tall. One maybe not so much. Keeping the knee in line, sitting up. Big inhale as we reach to make sure we've got that length, and exhale, twist towards that knee. And inhale to center, and exhale, take that foot over, sitting up nice and tall, making those adjustments on that side as needed. And exhale, twist towards that knee again, a little more stretch into that hip. And big inhale, and exhale, open that twist. So away from the knee. Maybe you reach for the inside of the foot for a little support. Big inhale back to center, release that leg, and then let the soles of the feet come together, knees nice and wide, for a little butterfly, or Baddha Konasana, bound angle, sitting up nice and tall. How close or far your feet are from you is up to you. The knees come out wide. You can add a little extra there if you like, or we are going to reach tall and come over that front. Forward, or if you like a little extra pull, reach to the feet. Big inhale as we walk our hands up, and let's come wide with the legs. Good. Adjust the hips as needed, probably a little bit more of a forward tilt. If you have a block or a pillow, you want to decrease that angle so you can get more reach. And we're just slowly going to walk those hands forward into our forward fold, leading with the chest and then letting the head come down as we may. Heavy into our exhales, right? Letting it draw us closer to that mat. Take that inhale, walk the hands in, take that right foot in, sitting up nice and tall. It can be as far as close as you would like. Little side bend to the left. So reaching that left arm to the interior of the arm and the right arm up and over. Make sure this booty cheek and sit bone stays glued to the ground so we get that big stretch up the side body. Inhale, exhale that hand down, back to center. Open that leg, exhale, forward fold. Take that inhale up and let's switch sides. Bring that left leg in or just switch whichever you were at. Inhale up and exhale into that side bend. And big inhale up and open and exhale down the center again. One last time. And take that big inhale up, bringing the knees easiest way. Grab the back of the legs, bring the knees in. Come on down, take up some space on your mat, maybe grab a jacket as we work towards meditation. If you're chilling down, some few lying twists. Once we get to our back, give the legs a little wash out, maybe one side and then the other. A little movement in that low back. Bringing the hands out to the sides, palms up, shoulders push down. Bring the knees over the hips. It could be both legs. It could be one leg, your choice. And we're just going to exhale and twist to the side. That top knee can rise. Most importantly is to keep those shoulders pinned to the ground so we keep this safe, a nice safe twist. If you need a little bit more pull to the ground, you can always take that bottom leg over the top leg. And as long as that back shoulder stays glued, it'll add a little extra weight, or a lot of extra weight, to that twist. And big inhale if you have yourself raveled, unravel, bring yourself back to center, feet down, readjust so you are nice and flat on that mat. Bring the knees over hips again, either one or two. Again, you could have this leg long and it could be a single leg twist or it could be a double leg. And we exhale over to the other side, nice and slow, letting that twist happen. Again, if you want more, you can always lace that top leg up and over that bottom. And big inhale, coming back to center, unraveling, and a little wash out there. And a little happy baby. So grabbing for the feet, either to the interior, outerior toes, whatever you want to grab. Nice knee bend. Little roll on the back. Feet could be wide, feet could be together. Whatever feels good here at the end of our practice for today. And letting the base of the feet come together, let those knees stay wide. Supta Baddha Konasana, so our reclined bound angle. Notice when you let the knees drop, you get this big bend in the back, right? Ooh, bring that down to the mat, be supportive, and rather let the knees come up a bit and be heavy on their own into the groin and the hips. Let's supportive core hold on, low back, nice and flat if we can. Take that next big inhale, extend the legs. And as I said, maybe grab a blanket or a jacket if you're starting to cool down for our meditation. Find a comfortable place for you today on your mat. Maybe that's on your back. Maybe if the low back bothers you, you bring the legs into fallen bridge with the knees together and feet wider. Helps release some pressure. Maybe it's on your side today, or maybe it's seated. Whatever that is, find that position these first few moments. Let the wiggles happen, right? So the mind start to wander. The mat start to support. The face soften. And come back to that breath. Big inhales and exhales. Let that next big inhale be a bit more conscious. Bring you back to some awareness in your body. Start to bring slow movements back to the furthest points. Maybe wiggling toes or fingers. Or if you're seated, maybe a neck roll. Let those movements very slowly start to become bigger. Bringing conscious movement and effort back. Letting the breath still be your guide. And eventually letting that breath take you over to one side for just a moment or two. before we come to seated. And let that inhale take you up using the top arm. Find a nice seated position. Again, whatever that may be for you today. Bring the legs in front. And the shoulders relax down and back. Letting the chin drop a bit. Taking a few breaths here. Keeping the eyes closed. If you'd like, you can bring the hands to heart center or maybe stack the hands left over right. Taking a little inward reflection for a moment. Taking these last few moments of our practice to really appreciate you. Taking time out on your mat. Taking time for yourself. A little self-appreciation, love, hard work. Turn that inwards. Seal it with our breath. As always, whether you're joining me now or later, I greatly appreciate you allowing me to lead you in your practice on your mat today. Namaste. Awesome. As always, take your time getting moving. Let me stop this recording. Move this up here. Come on. Bye. Have a great day. I was trying to stop the recording. I'm like, why is it not stopping? Thanks for joining.